Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Jacksonville State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Turner. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The give out of the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Turner. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball slipped out. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. From the gun, the ground game. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Gentry. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Bauer. Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Trying to find his man on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. We've got this 3rd down play to open the quarter. It'll be a draw. Makes a man miss. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Gentry. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Scanning the field, it's Bauer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And it's right down the boulevard. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few,
he lost it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Wow, that is a sensational catch. And I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Back to pass, it's Turner. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Jacksonville State!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bauer. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Love those guys. Get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Gentry. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with this.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McKinney. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Sam Houston.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Now on first down from the 30.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking for room. It's Gentry. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Fires on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
First down for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Right back to the well. The Gamecocks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's Turner. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Fires one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Got a man. It's Savage. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking downfield, it's Bauer. Safe completion on the screen. And he's still running after the move. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's McKinney. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
It's a draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. And that's a first down.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. On the move, it's Gentry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll try to run it in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth.
Sam Houston, 19. Jacksonville State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Turner. Finds the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
They'll try it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. Running through contact. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They're trying to get to him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Io Manor. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Trying to get to him. Got enough space. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Snap in the shotgun. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead.
Sam Houston, 19.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bauer. Looking to scramble. Smashes ahead. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Coming after him. Escapes trouble, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in a blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback and gets the sack.
Catch in the middle, it's McKinney. And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play.
4-2 Spider.
On third down, going up top. With the catch, it's Gentry. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Brings up second down.
Back to throw, it's Bauer. Floating away. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's McKinney.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play.
Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for the end zone on second and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another